7 milestones. If you've reached them by 45, you are in a strong shape. And most of them have nothing to do with being rich. Number 6 is sitting in a letter the CRA already sent you that most people never read. Let's count them down. I'm Tony, a CPA and MBA with years of real client work behind me. I'm glad you're here. Everything here is general financial education, not advice tailored to your specific situation. I don't recommend specific investments, funds, or securities, and nothing in this video is a suggestion to buy or sell anything. If you want guidance built around your own numbers, your debt, your taxes, your plan, work with a qualified professional who knows your full picture. And on those topics, that can be me. Otherwise, take what's useful here, check it against your own circumstances, and make the call that's right for you. Most of us hit 45 carrying a mortgage, kids, and maybe a divorce. Maybe a late start in this country. And there's this quiet feeling underneath it all, I should be further ahead by now. If that's you, you're the normal one. That feeling is almost universal and almost nobody says it out loud. So here's how I want you to hold this list. These are mile markers, not report cards. Late is allowed. What matters is knowing which marker is yours to work on next. And by the end, I'll show you why the next one matters more than your age. If that reframe already helps, hit the like button. Thank you. Milestone 1 is subtraction, not addition. No credit card debt. No high interest debt. Here's the math in one line. If you're paying 19% on a card and investing for 6%, you're filling the bathtub with the drain wide open. Paying off a 19% balance is a 19% return, guaranteed, tax-free, no market required. There is no investment you can legally buy that promises you that. This whole video is real Canadian numbers, no hype from a CPA. If that's the kind of channel you want in your feed, subscribe. Milestone 2, 1 month of expenses saved, somewhere you can reach it. About 1 in 4 Canadians can't cover a surprise $500 expense right now. So if 1 month sounds small, it isn't. It's ahead of a quarter of this country. And this one isn't about the interest you earn. It's about who you become when the transmission goes on the way to the cottage. With 1 month banked, that's an inconvenience. Without it, it's debt. And debt with interest becomes milestone 1 all over again. Milestone 3, know your number. Everything you own minus everything you owe. And since you want something to compare it to, here are the honest Canadian benchmarks. Median family net worth, ages 35 to 44, $409,300. Ages 45 to 54, $675,800. Those are medians, the family in the middle of the line, not averages inflated by the ultra-rich. But hear me, the milestone is not beat the median. The milestone is knowing your number and its direction. A smaller number that's climbing beats a bigger number that's stuck. Milestone 4. This is the scary one, so let's do it gently with the Canadian version of the number for once. Fidelity publishes retirement guideline built specifically for Canada on Canadian spending data, with CPP and OAS already folded in. There are milestones. 3 times your income saved by 40, 6 times by 50. So by 45, you want to be somewhere on the road between those two. Most videos quote the American version, 10 times by 67, without telling you it ignores CPP. This is the Canadian math. Now, the fine print, because it matters. That guideline assumes you started saving at 25 and you retire at 65. It's a bearing, not a verdict. If you're far off it, I have an old video on the 10-year catch-up plan, linked at the end. Being off the pace at 45 is a solvable problem. Milestone 5 isn't a dollar figure at all. It's whether your saving survives a busy month without you touching it. Money that moves to your investments the day you're paid. automatically into something boring and broad, an index fund, an all-in-one ETF. If your plan depends on you remembering, on you feeling like it in the third week of February, it's not a plan yet. Automation is what turns intention into a milestone. And this next one is the CRA letter. Every year, the CRA sends you a notice of assessment, and hiding in it or one logging away in your CRA account is your unused room, your TFSA room, your RRSP room. If you were 18 or older in 2009 and never contributed, and you were a resident of Canada at the time, you have $109,000 of TFSA room sitting there right now. This is a coupon for tax-free compounding, mailed to you by the government, and most people never read it. Milestone 6 is simply you've read yours, you know your 2 room numbers, and you have a plan for them, even if the plan is $100 a month. The size of the start matters less than the fact that the room stops being something you ignore. Milestone 7, the one everyone puts off. A valid will, named beneficiaries on your RRSP, TFSA, and insurance, and enough life insurance if anyone depends on your income. 10 minutes of paperwork protects 20 years of compounding. You spent 2 decades building milestones 1 through 6. This is the one that makes sure the building lands where you want it to. Here's my heel. The order matters more than the age. Kill the 19% leak before you chase returns. Build the buffer before you invest hard. Automate before you optimize. A 48-year-old passing 3 markers in the right order will beat a 40-year-old collecting them at random, because each one makes the next one stick. So the question was never, am I too late? The question is, which marker is next? Mile markers, not report cards. If you want one calm idea like this every Sunday, about 500 words, no hype, that's the Sunday Money Letter. Go to cpamoneymentor.com/money letter or click the link in the description. Do this today. Your next milestone, the order is your map, not your handcuffs. One hard rule: if the 19% leak is open, it has to go first, because it quietly undoes everything else on this list. Past that, start with the marker that's been pulling at you. A win you're excited to start this week beats the perfect sequence you'll start someday. One first step this week. 7 markers. You know exactly which one is yours. And if milestone 4 hit hard, watch this next. My 10-year catch-up plan for retirement at 50. I'll see you in the next video.